Today we're about to dive into some seriously wild territory. Imagine this. The grid goes down, society collapses, and we're all thrust into a real-life Mad Max scenario. In this new world, it's all about survival and the currency of the day-cold, hard bartering power. We're talking about the essential items that will make you a king or queen in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. So, if you're ready to separate the survivors from the, well, not so lucky, let's get right into it. First up, we're talking about the ultimate survival staple freeze-dried food. This stuff is engineered to last for years, even decades in the right conditions. Fruits, vegetables, meats, all dehydrated and sealed in airtight pouches. When the world goes south and your stomach is screaming for something other than scavenged berries, a warm meal of freeze-dried chili or spaghetti will feel like a Michelin-star dining experience. And that's exactly why it holds immense barter value. People are desperate for sustenance. Offering them a taste of something familiar, something comforting, will give you serious bartering power. You could trade a pouch of freeze-dried chicken and rice for tools, medicine, or even information. Garden seeds. Heirloom seeds are hardy, resilient, and untouched by genetic modification. They represent long-term sustenance. With heirloom seeds, you can grow your own food, and that brings real bartering power, as trading fresh vegetables at a market. In the unforgiving world of survival, it's not always about the big flashy items. Sometimes the most unassuming things become invaluable. In a post-collapse world, that gauze is worth its weight in gold. It's the first line of defense against infection, and believe me, in a world without readily available medical care, infection is a death sentence. So, stock up on gauze, keep it clean, and keep it dry. When someone comes your way with a nasty gash, desperate for something, anything to stop the bleeding, you'll be in a prime position to strike a deal. Now this one might surprise you. A simple glasses repair kit, the kind you can pick up for a few bucks online, can be an absolute game changer in a post-collapse world. A lot of people rely on glasses or contacts to see clearly. Imagine their world going blurry because a screw came loose or a nose pad went missing. Suddenly they're vulnerable, they're struggling to perform even basic tasks. That's where you come in, the hero with the glasses repair kit. You can be the one who restores their vision, who gives them back their independence, and in return, they'll be more than willing to part with valuable resources. Let's talk about a bartering item that's as practical as it gets. A good pair of heavy-duty work gloves. We're talking about the kind that can withstand punctures, abrasions, and everything in between. In a post-collapse world, your hands are your most valuable tools. They're used for building, scavenging, defending yourself, you name it. But they're also vulnerable to injury, and a serious injury can mean the difference between life and death. So protect them. A good pair of gloves will not only protect your hands but also make you a more efficient and valuable member of any community. And that translates into serious bartering power. People will trade for skills and reliability, and a good pair of gloves shows that you mean business. This bartering item that's small, lightweight, and surprisingly valuable: glow sticks. In a world without reliable electricity, light becomes a precious commodity. It keeps you safe at night, allows you to work after sunset, and provides a sense of security in an otherwise uncertain world. That's where glow sticks come in. They're portable, easy to use, and provide hours of reliable light without the need for batteries or fire. Use them to mark trails, signal for help, or simply light up your shelter. They're cheap to pick up in bulk now, but in a collapse, they could be worth their weight in gold. We need to talk about a sensitive but crucial topic: firearms. The rules have changed and personal security becomes paramount. A reliable firearm, along with the skills and knowledge to use it safely and responsibly, can mean the difference between protecting yourself and your loved ones or becoming a victim. A firearm can be used for hunting, for self-defense, and as a deterrent against those with less than noble intentions. With great power comes great responsibility. Owning a firearm is a serious commitment, and you need to be properly trained and mentally prepared to use it if the situation demands it. Let's talk about a bartering item that's all about transforming a basic staple into something truly special: a hand-crank grain mill. In a world where supermarkets are a distant memory, the ability to turn raw grains into flour is a game changer. With a simple hand crank mill you can grind wheat, corn, rice, and other grains into flour for baking. Imagine the aroma of freshly baked bread wafting through a desolate wasteland. People will be lining up to trade their most prized possessions for a taste of that home-baked goodness. Communication networks have crumbled. Staying connected to the outside world can feel like an impossible dream, but it's not. With a ham radio, you can transmit and receive signals over long distances, even without traditional infrastructure. This means you can connect with other survivors, gather vital information, and coordinate efforts for rebuilding. In a chaotic and uncertain world, knowledge is power, and a ham radio gives you access to that power. It could be the key to finding lost loved ones, discovering safe havens, or simply knowing that you're not alone. Hammers. The sound of rebuilding. The tool that's as iconic as it is essential, the hammer. It's been a symbol of hard work and craftsmanship for centuries, and in a post-collapse world its importance is only magnified. Need to build a shelter from salvaged materials? Hammer. Need to repair a broken piece of furniture? Hammer. Need to fortify your defenses against intruders? Hammer. This simple tool is indispensable for countless tasks, making it an incredibly valuable bartering item. Hand crank radios. Tune in to survival. Staying informed in a post-collapse world is crucial for survival. But how do you get your news when your smartphone is nothing more than a useless brick? The answer is surprisingly simple. A hand crank radio. These little marvels function without relying on an external power source, meaning you can stay up to date with news updates, weather alerts, and emergency broadcasts. In a world starved for information, a hand crank radio is a lifeline to the outside world. Hatchets, the ultimate woodland currency. Resources are scarce. The ability to gather and process wood becomes paramount, and that's where a sturdy hatchet comes in. A hatchet is a compact powerhouse, perfect for chopping firewood, clearing brush, and even crafting basic tools. It's an essential tool for anyone looking to survive and thrive in a post-collapse world. The ability to process wood efficiently is a valuable skill, and a good hatchet is a testament to that skill. People will trade for practicality, and a hatchet is nothing if not practical. Headlamps, illuminating your path to success. Navigating a world plunged into darkness is a daunting task, but it's a lot easier with a reliable headlamp. Headlamps are more than just light sources, they're tools of empowerment. They free up your hands so you can work efficiently, whether you're setting up camp, repairing equipment, or exploring a darkened building. Without streetlights or electricity, a headlamp is a beacon of hope, a symbol of preparedness. People will recognize its value and be willing to trade for the security and convenience it provides. Herbal medicines, nature's healing touch. In a world where pharmacies are a distant memory, the knowledge of herbal medicine becomes invaluable. Knowing how to identify and use medicinal plants can mean the difference between relieving a headache and succumbing to an infection. Stocking up on a few basic herbal remedies like echinacea for immune support or chamomile for relaxation can give you a significant advantage in a barter situation. Honey, liquid gold in a collapsed world. Let's talk about a bartering item that's as delicious as it is practical: honey. This golden nectar has an incredibly long shelf life, making it an ideal food source in a post-collapse world. But honey is more than just a sweetener. It's packed with natural sugars that provide a much-needed energy boost, and it even has antibacterial properties that can aid in wound healing. In a world where sugary treats are a rare luxury and medical supplies are scarce, honey becomes a highly sought-after commodity. Stay prepared, stay connected, stay strong. We love getting ideas from the community. Be sure to like and subscribe, it really helps us out. Thank you so much.